The Owen James Report is brought to you by
This program is brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care. Grace Kennedy Money Services has been here for you and your family, here and abroad, because we understand that you're receiving more than money. You're receiving their love. Grace Kennedy Financial Group has been here for you because we know it's more than just investments, insurance, or banking. It's about security and creating a path to realizing your dreams. For 90 years, honesty, integrity, and trust. The Grace Kennedy Group, we choose to care.
Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. On the foreign exchange market, both the benchmark American dollar and the British pound weakened against the Jamaican dollar, whilst the Canadian dollar strengthened. The greenback declined by 4 cents Jamaican to close at an average selling rate of $106.69, whilst the sterling lost 94 cents Jamaican to close at $174.96. However, the Canadian dollar strengthened by 21 cents Jamaican to close at $98.09 Jamaican. Co-chair of the Oversight Committee on Jamaica's IMF-sanctioned economic program, Richard Byles, says evidence of increased private sector investment in the economy should show up in the next set of GDP numbers.
I think that many persons in the private sector have been investing. I think if you spoke to some of the kind of leaders that you know in the private sector, you will hear from them that they have been doing stuff. And you're going to see it in the GDP numbers, even if it is not as strong as we want it to be.
However, Byles, who was answering questions from journalists at the latest media briefing on Jamaica's benchmark economic performance, just stops short of noting that the investment rate of the local private sector was tempered by a history of broken promises.
You know, we have had a long history of doing things wrong. So they are cautious about, is this the time now to step in? But I think you'll find more and more as members of the stock exchange, of the private sector do it, that others will say, and follow suit also.
News on the Jamaican stock market now, and gains by Grace Kennedy, NCB and Scotia Group mainly triggered advances in the Jamaican stock market indices. The main JC index advanced by 184 points, or 1%. On a day when Grace Kennedy accounted for 34% of volume, 27 stocks traded, with 13 advancing, 5 declining, and 9 holding firm. The winners included Grace Kennedy, Lasco Manufacturing, NCB, Sagicors X Fund, Salada Foods, the day's big winner up 15%, and Scotia Group. The losers included Caribbean Cement, the day's big loser down 11%, Lime, and First Caribbean International Bank, which traded at a one-year low. And that's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by
Grace Kennedy.
This program was brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care.